All right, Patch. Looks like we're online again for another Thursday.
I'm excited about this episode.
All right, guys. We'd like to welcome whoever's watching or who's going to be watching in the near future because I got a couple people that will watch after it's off. Um, my name's Big Ben Bracken. I got my sister, my partner in crime, Sour Patch. Uh, we came on starting this show, Pop Culture Chaos. Um, we started this last week. We had a great turnout. A lot of people were partaking in the show, giving suggestions, stuff to talk about. That's what we're here for. That's what we're talking about. We're here to talk to people about anything pop culture related, movies, uh, comic books, TV shows, video games, anything. Like a couple people talked about having supernatural show. So you never
I
know.
cannot wait for that one.
All right, so you're gonna pay attention to the chats and everything tonight again.
I'm gonna do my best.
All right, let me see. Get this off here. Stream. Say that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we come on here just once a week, starting at 7 o'clock, talking paranormal, pop culture, stuff like that. Um, like we found out last week, Patch. Do you want to say our special, our not really our first guest because we got a first guest tonight. You want to talk about this guest we got coming March 4th?
This gentleman that's going to be coming on our show come March 4th is a gentleman that we met last year
Last
before.
year before.
Um, is a really fairly well-known guy from the 80s horror genre.
And I've been told he loves to talk.
You would know.
But yeah, keep going. I mean, tell us before we get on with the show, tell us about our guest we're gonna have tonight. I mean, when I first introduced you to these two guys we're about to bring on, and we'll talk later about our guest for the 4th or 6th or whatever it's gonna be. I think it's the 4th.
Well, the two gentlemen that we're about to have on the show, one is the co-founder of the Deep South Paracomic Con, and another one is one of his co-hosts. Why don't we just go ahead and bring them on in?
Well, we'll go ahead and do it this way. To everybody watching, please welcome Mr. Stan Fikes and Big Red.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Guys, welcome to our second show of Pop Culture Chaos.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Like I said, if y'all don't mind, give a little intro about who you are. Go ahead, Mr. Stan. We'll let you go first.
Well, my name is Stan Fikes. I am, as they were saying, I'm one of the co-producers of Deep South Paracomic Con. I'm also a co-founder of W.E.B.B Paranormal Group. Also, I've been in podcasting for quite a while, probably 10 years or so. I'm also host of a podcast called Smoke. Mm-hmm. It's a new podcast, and it's on the Web Radio Network.
Yep, there it is right there. Mike moved. There it is right there.
And so not a whole lot to say about me. I'm just a normal guy trying to make it through this world, and I get to be on Ben and Sour Patch's show. So I feel honored.
We appreciate you coming on here. Like I said, this is our second show, so we appreciate you coming on here. We got a lot of things to talk about this hour tonight. All right, Mike, go ahead and introduce everybody now.
Now I'm Mike Culp. I've been in paranormal maybe 5-6 years now. I'm part of W.E.B Paranormal Group. Doing all the learning I can from Stan. And we're starting our own podcast. We started 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Yep.
I think we're supposed to have our next show next Wednesday. I think it is.
Yeah, I've been talking to Mr. Stan about one of the shows he's wanting to do about the Vatican. I think he said. I'm like, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, been doing a lot of research on that one.
Yeah, that one's coming.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that show.
Next week's show should be pretty good, also.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole, also.
I learned a lot last night about that.
Well, talk to us about what y'all talking about. Go ahead.
I can't tell you that one yet. It's got to be a secret for next week.
Oh, come on now. This ain't Marvel now. This ain't Marvel. You can tell some secrets.
Go ahead, Michael. Give them a little snipple.
We're gonna talk about the Manson murders next week.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Are
know.
you going to tell them who our guest is going to be?
Melissa will be interested in that.
Our guest should be Blaine Rohan.
Oh, yeah? Good guy. If
everything goes right.
Blaine has done extensive research on the Manson murders. He's actually investigated it paranormally.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Before the GAC crew, ghost hunting, the what's his name? Zach Bagans before those guys?
Zach Bagans.
Yeah. So Blaine done that back when he was in the Air Force, way back. So it's going to be really interesting. We're, like I said, we're going to go down a hole and maybe have some gruesome details and things of that nature. So, if people has a weak stomach or don't like listening to things of that nature, they may want to skip.
If you're watching the show like this, though, I mean, pop culture. I mean, there's a lot of violent movies in pop culture. So,
oh yeah,
there is.
Like for example, you're telling me and Pat last week how you've been on a couple of movie sets, and I'm like, just seeing movies you say you've been on. I'm like, man, I love that movie. Like you're telling us about Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, I was actually on set of that. I was a firefighter at that point, and we stood by a lot for a lot of their pyrotechnics and things like that. Like the explosion of where the trucks ran through the gas station and stuff like that. Fire starter. I was actually a background person in there. I stood on the side of the street.
And that was the original fire starter, right?
That was a good one.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
We don't count the other movies, man. They were just horrible.
That was an amazing movie, actually, and it was. There had been several that I was actually on the set of. Raw Deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was on the set of that quite a bit. We've done a little backup work there, and it's. I was actually in the process of being in one of the movies that they were putting out. It's called No Time for Heroes with Ricky Schroeder, but that wasn't a real popular movie, and most of it wasn't finished. But anyway, it was fun. Dino De Laurentiis Studios in Wilmington, North Carolina. The studios have changed now. They do a lot of Dawson's Creek, and there was a lot of Blade stuff there. So, it was fun, but while it lasted, and then I came back to the real world.
Right. But it's experiences that you get, that you have up here now that you can share with people. I mean, that's some experiences that people can't experience.
Well, this is true. This is very true, and a lot of things that happen on set. You have a lot of hurry up and wait. You have a lot of people that are running around going, you need to be here, you need to be there. You go stand in this spot, and you stand in that spot for 4 hours, and they don't even film you. That type of thing. So it was I got to meet a lot of nice people, a lot of people that were new in the industry. Um, I met people like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I actually had lunch with ACDC. They were there recording the soundtrack. Who made who?
They did a great soundtrack for that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And all of them guys are real short. Yeah. So, but
real old too.
yeah, real old now for sure. But Jean Claude Van Damme, I got to meet him there.
Oh, that's a
Of
good
course, yeah, of course, Drew Barrymore, and of course she was real young at that point. Um,
Yeah, you've told us those stories, but I don't think we need to talk about those right now.
no, we'll try one for the type of story.
one. All right, now Ben.
Yeah, but a lot of places that they shot there, um, the Orton Plantation. They shot a lot downtown Wilmington. We had to go up into the mountains to shoot for some of the car chases and things of that nature. We we were at a beach quite a bit. Some of those scenes were shot there. You would never think that, but a lot of them shot there. Also, one that I was in, Weekend at Bernie's. I was one of the partiers on the beach. We went house to house to house. That is true. That we around the Figure Eight Island area, we went house to house to house to house and just partied all the time. And so these guys, I noticed they brought in to a buddy of mine's house his one of their sets of cameras, and they set this guy up on his couch, and the guy just wouldn't respond, and we didn't really know that they were actually shooting a movie. Of course, unfortunately, we were all a lot intoxicated at that point. So
a little, or
just a little,
just a little,
just a little, right? Just a little. So, but when you sit there and have a conversation with a dead guy for 3 hours, and that turned out to be a mannequin, actually. Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. It just shows you that you're really enjoying the moment.
Right. I mean, me and my buddies kept wondering why in the heck he wasn't talking or anything. And like I said, we drank a little bit of alcohol.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Sounds like me on the weekend or the whole week at Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, we measured our alcohol intake in gallons.
Wow.
So, we were really surprised we all didn't just go out on the beach and drown. But, but it was fun.
Well, we're glad we didn't know. I mean,
well, no. I mean, it was fun, and I got to experience a lot of things that, like you said, other people don't get a chance to experience.
Right.
And, I of course, if I could change it, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Exactly.
But me, I don't think, of course, I chose not to go in that profession. I became a firefighter. And, when you have too much fun at one thing, it doesn't seem like you're working.
Right.
But I had a lot of fun being a firefighter and saving lives and things like that as well. But, that's a little bit more on the serious side. But, but that's kind of my movie career, if you will,
Right.
So, trust me, it's nothing special. And
but like we said earlier, it's the experiences that you have that you can actually talk about and talk to other people about, like tonight.
Right. And I managed to get my kids to listen, and they were pretty interested in quite a bit of that. My grandkids, and those memories, they'll, Papa told us about when he was in this movie, that type of thing. That's pretty amazing to me, and I get to share that with them, and they're going to pass it down to their kids, and so on and so forth. So that makes it all worthwhile.
Exactly.
The royalty checks are rolling in, aren't they?
Yeah. They add a zero to the end of them
for like 25, 30 cents. I mean, every once in a while.
I honestly, probably the most I ever made was $4,000 in one weekend.
Wow.
And that was okay. It bought the beer for the next
Karen?
weekend.
Hey,
And,
Karen, how you doing, ma'am? Welcome to the
and,
show.
That's my sister, my other
Yeah.
sister.
So yeah, when they're,
Small world, Mike. Small world.
small world. When you stand around for 12 hours and make $4,000, it might seem like it's worth it, but
Yeah.
and a lot of people kept saying you need to take $1 and put it in a frame. Why?
Well,
I
why?
can't spend that frame,
Uh-uh.
So
Because
I put
usually
it
the
all-
frame will cost more than the dollar.
That
Yeah,
just took a
exactly.
picture
that
of it.
part.
I put it all in beer. Not really, but I did buy beer with it. But
a little
so
bit.
yeah, just a little. And
A little bit.
but
A
I
A
did.
little bit.
little bit.
I gave some of it to my parents and things of that nature. So
Couple gallons.
yeah, there was a few gallons there as well. So not just beer. Back then we had this
Just
thing
don't
called
mix them too
PJs.
much. I've learned the bad way about that.
Yeah. Probably the worst time I ever had, we made PJs. I don't know if anybody knows what those are, but I think around here they call it Hunch Punch.
Yeah.
I know what Hunch
But-
Punch
Jungle
is.
juice.
Okay. Well, we called it PJs, and you eat the fruit and you get way more intoxicated than you do with drinking anything else. And I was a big fruit lover, and I was incredibly stupid.
Oh.
So I come in, and my buddy Steven, he says, "Grab you some of them fruit right there." Yeah, okay. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. Of course, we made ours with Everclear and that type of thing.
That made it worse.
And
Pure paint thinner.
but hey,
That's what it is.
that's
Paint thinner.
almost. Yeah, I know how to remove paint off of a car, so
God dang it.
yeah. And we drank that. Yeah. So
Use that for gas.
yeah,
Well, Everclear is still
Almost.
around. That's the sad part.
Almost.
yeah.
Well, Miss Stan, that's like I said, you've led an interesting life. I mean, that's just part of it. I mean,
Yeah.
and what y'all do also besides y'all's podcast and everything. I mean, we're going to go into that in a little bit too because I touched base. Me and Patch touched on base last week about Paracomic-Con in Enterprise, Alabama. This is if you like pop culture and paranormal stuff, this is the place to be.
Absolutely.
And
And it's coming quick.
yeah,
Very quick.
before you know it. But before we get into Mike, like I said, Mike, tell us more about yourself. What you do? Like, I know you're with W.E.B.B Paranormal Group also.
Nah, it ain't much about me. I just sit around the house and do what I can do. Go fishing when I can, and I like the
Well, Mother
outdoors.
Nature's not so drunk, you can go fishing.
Uh-huh.
When Mother Nature isn't so drunk, you can go fishing.
Yeah, that's true. We went out the other day to a pond for a couple hours, and we did pretty good.
Yeah.
When I ain't doing that, I'm sitting there playing video games.
Oh, that's
Hey,
Pat.
there you go.
That's Pat's right there.
I play a deer hunting game most of the time.
I've played a couple of those.
Michael's that online?
It's on. I play it on Xbox, and they got it on PS4 or PS5. Hunter Call the Wild.
I've heard of
Pretty
that.
good.
We were watching one of our buddies play that the other day.
I love it.
I'm
Pretty real.
I'm more of
my
like
fishing game on my
table
phone.
and
I
all
like my
that.
fishing game on my phone. But yeah, getting to that, our guests we're going to talk about for our next couple weeks. Let's go ahead and get into it. We talked about it quite a bit, and we've all been a part of it the past few years. Let's go ahead and get into it. Deep South Paracomic-Con. Mr. Stan, you want to go ahead and introduce people to that?
Sure. Deep South Paracomic-Con is a creation of mine, Teresa's, and Shawana Coleman's minds. It's something that we the Wiregrass didn't really have anything like that, and so we decided we want to put something like that together and bring in some people that people around here might like to see and meet and that they don't normally get to, on occasions. So we
Right.
started out in Daleville, and we've
Awesome.
blew that place out the first year. So we had to move to Ozark,
Definitely.
and it's been growing every year. This will be our fifth year.
Mhm.
And we moved again. We moved to the Enterprise Civic Center in Enterprise, Alabama. Um, it was we're trying to move things to a little bit bigger city, and on a main highway. Nothing wrong with Ozark Civic Center, but it's in a neighborhood where area, so. But this one is a little bit smaller. It's not got the cathedral ceilings and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty good
Mhm.
size, carpeted and things like that. So
And
it's
this is a
very,
civic
very,
center in Enterprise, Alabama.
yeah. It. I mean, it's very, very nice. And Miss Birgit, she's the lady that runs it. She has been so accommodating to us,
Mhm.
and the whole tourism place, people in Enterprise have been really, really accommodating. They're helping us quite a bit. They're getting
That's awesome.
the word out. We are signing guests every day. Well, I say every day. I've skipped the last few days, but um, you know, we're bringing some different guests. We do have some of the same coming
Mhm.
in because people actually asked us to bring some of those back.
Mhm.
We're bringing Keith Age back, the rock and roll ghost hunter. He has
He's a
become,
trip. He's a
yeah,
trip.
He really
he,
is.
right. He has become one of my best friends. He and I talk 2 or 3 times a week sometimes. It's just pretty amazing. And the people that man knows,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
his
Def-
directory's got to be this thick, so, uh, and of course, Letriana Terry Brown's coming back. Miss Letriana, she's a dear friend of ours, all of ours. Um,
She's a very
she,
sweet lady. Yes, yes.
yeah, her husband Matt. Miss Gwen is coming back. She's going to do some stuff on some
That's your
podcasting stuff
favorite
right
right
there.
there.
She really is.
Miss Gwen John, she is just a beautiful lady. She, in every way, her heart, she just gives it out to everybody, just like Lee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blaine Rowan's going to get to come back this year.
That's
Okay.
good.
I missed him last year.
Yeah, he was sick, and Blaine's one of my best friends as well, and we've investigated with Blaine. Blaine is a hoot. Now, let me tell you, he'll keep you
Little
laughing.
bit. Little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, he'll keep you laughing. But and he's just like me, a big Alabama fan, so we get to talk about Alabama football. And I know we have an Auburn fan in the
That's
lower
still pop
right,
culture. That you can talk about football all you want. All you want.
but anyway, but yeah, Blaine's coming, and there's James Stokes. You
Oh,
Cool
guys know
fella.
who James Stokes is.
I'm
Um,
gonna talk to Mike about this in a minute. But go ahead.
yeah, roll tide, care.
I'll
So,
take care of her later.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Better run.
but anyway, and one of the added people, and we're getting ready to do a press release on him, is um, Robert Mukes.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, do you know what he played? You know what he played, Ben,
Uh-huh.
and so I think he's going to be a great add to the con.
Oh yeah.
Um, especially
With
people that,
that theme that we got horror character. I'm sorry, spooky characters coming in.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I got fixed for that last week. But yeah, I know who he is, and the one role I know him in.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to walk up to him in the rain.
House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie movie.
Yep.
And he played the record driver.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Rufus.
Rufus.
Or RJ.
Yeah.
I've talked to him several times on the phone. He is a fantastic person. And of course, he's done a whole bunch of other stuff. He was also, he did some stuff with, I mean, it's just too much to mention, honestly.
I understand.
Whenever
I've seen him on another movie.
Yeah. He, so he's going to be there.
I did too, Karen.
And it's just going to be a fantastic event. And like I said, I'm working on a few others. And
now the horror house will not be here this year, right?
It will not.
No.
We don't have a place at the Civic Center and Enterprise to do that. We were thinking about setting up in the very back there, but we don't want to do anything to mess up the carpet in that place.
Understand.
And so now, though, we have added something that's a little bit different. We're adding a whole gaming section.
Oh, really?
Which is going to be in the back. D&D or Magic the Gathering is probably part of that as well. The whole area back there is going to be gaming, board gaming.
Okay.
On the outside, we have some people coming in that's going to be doing some live sword fighting D&D style.
What?
So like the LARPing.
Yeah, it's
live action role playing.
Yeah, it's well, this is a LARPing H2O. Okay, it's like another level up.
Do they use real metal or is it all foam?
Real. No, it's real stuff.
Are these guys we saw in Cahaba?
Yeah.
No, Mike, you can't participate.
Were these the same guys from Cahaba, Stan?
Well, there's a couple of them,
okay.
But and they actually live around here. But
they say they enjoy beating the crap out of each other.
Right. So that, and we're still adding to that. We're so that's definitely going to go. We've had a meeting with some people, the people that's going to be putting on. Not exactly sure how many people, but right now they're looking at 40, 50 people out there fighting with swords.
Wow.
And then of course they'll have the tabletop gaming in the back there. It's just gonna be fantastic. Karen,
now the role playing, is that going to be like once every hour, like a few minutes, or is it going to happen once every couple of hours? Or?
Well, we haven't put the schedule together yet because I have to get with Ethan and I have to see what they're willing to do. It is going to be in August. It will be a little warm outside. Hopefully, it'll be like last year, like in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna have cooling stations and fans. These guys are gonna be out there in full armor, real armor.
Make sure they got plenty of water out there.
Right. So
plenty of water, plenty of fans.
I'm gonna try to get some EMS standby, because people get hot quick.
Yeah.
But
keep Vera busy.
This is the South. I mean,
it really will keep her busy.
Absolutely. So, and that part of it, I mean, we're evolving in it a little bit now.
That sounds like a little bit of you got the Paracomic-Con merging with y'all's Faith Fest a little bit there.
It is. Faith Fest is these guys are going to be at the Faith Fest as well.
I feel bad. I missed that. I feel so bad.
And hopefully Michael will be able to come out this year to the Faith Fest and help us out. We had a great time there too. We can get to that on a different show. And but one of our guests at the Deep South is the Alabama Ghostbusters.
Really?
Never
I
heard.
know they're going to be there.
Yeah, they are. And they're always a crowd
Who would you
pleaser.
happen to know that does that? Who would you happen to know? I mean, I wouldn't know of
Um,
anybody that does that, but it's
I,
all good.
I I think but
Oh,
people have asked us. I've had a bunch of people ask us, "Is the Alabama Ghostbusters coming back?" Absolutely, and because they bring their kids out, and Ben, you guys are just a big hit with them, and you
We're
know,
glad that you're letting us be a part of it. I mean,
oh
we've
man,
had we've had some staff changes, but honestly, it's working out for the better. I mean, and we're getting a lot notice now. We're trying to get out there and help people more.
you know,
And we're glad that y'all welcomed us with
oh
open
yeah.
arms at the Paracomic Con.
Well, you have become a staple of the con. So, that's one of those things, the Alabama Ghostbusters got to come back, And of course, this year we're going to put together some things that you guys are going to run and people can get involved with and some, you know,
Oh yeah, we
things.
got a couple things up our
mhm.
uniform sleeves.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. And, we're
But
going
we
to have,
will be bringing
oh, yeah,
we'll be bringing some characters and some people out of containment and everything. So
good. Absolutely. You know, we can't forget about Fox Paranormal that's coming.
Yep.
right.
No,
Um,
we cannot forget about them.
Even though she
no,
attacks me all the time on Monopoly Go.
there you go. I had to jump out of that. It was killing my phone battery. I'm like, what in the world?
Uh-huh.
And
It's
I don't even
addicting.
know how to play this. So,
It
I'm
can
out.
be
So,
a bit much.
Me and Mike knows about Monopoly Go.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not
Michael
me.
and Destiny Fox, they're great friends of ours. Um, Michael and I are from the same area, and
Okay.
yeah, we get to talk, about hey, remember this, remember that, and a couple years ago when we went to the USS North Carolina battleship to investigate, of course, Michael and Destiny got to go, and that was the first time in I don't know how many years that Michael got to go back home and
Yeah.
to
Cool.
Elizabethtown, and he we called it E Town, but it's
Uh-huh.
Elizabethtown, and you know. Me and Michael's got to be kin. We grew up so close to each other, and I bet you I've hung out in some of the same places at the same time doing the same partying as he did. But
You probably
you know,
rubbed elbows and you didn't even know.
right. So, but we're blessed to have them as our friends and a part of this con. It just makes me feel. Oh, my wife's in the chat.
Mm,
Yay. Um,
It's got a little cottage bakery.
yeah.
Cool.
mm.
And
Little
talking
cottage
about,
bakery.
you remember, Pat, you weren't there. I think you were up front. We actually did a vow renewal for Web Paranormal. Fox
Fox
Paranormal Group.
Paranormal.
Yes,
Absolutely.
unfortunately, I was up front working on
That was really good. I was honored to be a part of to be the MC for that, and it turned out really well. I'm still seeing pictures from that popping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking about that. Usually, whenever Destiny and Michael calls us, it's an hour or two conversation on the phone.
Right.
We've gone as high as 3 hours,
Wow.
and so we were talking about that just the other day, and it it's pretty amazing. Um it's pretty amazing that you have that gauge of guests and the people that come are just so good at what they do,
Right.
and so we're just blessed, and just like you got Richard and Colleen Johnson,
Oh, I
um
love them.
Yeah, I
I
love
love
them.
them.
they're great.
EVP, ethereal paranormal research. I have that backwards anyway. um EVP, they're awesome. Richard, he comes to all of our events, him and his wife, and yeah, they were at the Medieval Faith Fest.
Oh, were they? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they're just fantastic people,
Yeah.
and we couldn't have a con without them either.
I know
And
Mr. Richard's supposed to be experimenting me a spirit, like I guess a REM pod with
yeah,
Ghostbuster wise. I'm like, here's your homework. I'll see you next year.
I don't have it here with me, but he created us a clown.
I've seen some of the
Nope,
things he's
nope, nope,
created.
nope.
Yeah. Now, me, I love clowns.
Yeah.
Hate dolls.
Eh,
Hate dolls. If I had to die or go to the doll island, I'd just, whatever. I'd
Just
be
bury
out.
me out back. I'm not going.
Yeah, so
Let me tell you, Ben, we took that thing when we went to Cahaba,
Uh-huh.
and every time that thing would go off, those people would go crazy because all you'd see is that light, and it would light up from in the dark, and all you'd see is that face of that clown, and they're like, "Nope,
Oh, that
nope,
would
don't
freak
want
me out
nothing to
right
do with
there.
it."
Yeah.
the
I'm good.
first time we got our first crowd, and I don't what Michael, there was probably 30, 40 people there,
Yeah, at
and
least.
we had asked a couple of questions, and all of a sudden I had stopped asking questions, and then there was a lady was talking about something that was supposed to go on, and then all of a sudden it went off, and honestly, I could see people lifting up off of the
They're about
thing,
to get
like
up
they
and
were,
leave, huh?
yeah, they were like getting up out, gonna get up out, and I was like, all right, y'all, hold on, and then
The party should start. Wait.
I started getting them to ask questions and things like that, and then they got a little more comfortable, even though there was some of them shaking in their shoes. Um, but we got some great responses, and that's something that we do every year as Cahaba, and we run the haunted history tour for them. It they retain all the money. The money is to go back into the archaeological part of it, and we're at Castle Morgan now. We were at Barker Slave Quarters, but Cahaba, and I'm telling anybody from wherever you live, you come
Right.
to Alabama, Middle Alabama, go check it out. It's just west of Selma.
Just what
I've got to. We've got to go. All three of us. We've got. I mean, me, Melissa, and Patch. We're always like, we got to go, but some always comes up every
Right.
time.
yeah, I managed to get off that last time and never got to go.
to me,
Well,
it's one of those places that pull you, just like Poly Jail. It
Yep.
pulls you back there. You just got to go back.
Yeah. Well, well, I mean, I'm always wanting to go, and I've always heard y'all telling stories. I'm like Paul Jail and Cahaba. I mean, I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go one day because I mean that's the new thing now. Everybody's loving their paranormal movies, and that's what I'm going to tell everybody's watching now. That's the thing right now. Before anybody gets started, Web Paranormal Group does not come in there like you see on these TV shows and start cursing and start yelling, trying to
No.
get a reaction. We're not, I'm going to say we, because I'm part of Web Paranormal Group. We're not there to piss anybody off.
Right.
We're there to learn and help to see if there's what we can do to help you move on.
Yep.
I mean, am I wrong with that? I mean,
Mm.
No.
We're not ghost hunters. We're paranormal investigators.
right.
So,
That's what a lot of people, because when they drive by, I know when they see my van, I have the logo on it, Web Paranormal Group, and I get people ask me, "Oh, do y'all do this like on a Ghost Adventure?" I said, "No." I said, "We don't do that." They said, "Why not?" We're not, because if we're there investigating, we're the people living there still has to live there. If we make them mad somehow, we get to go home.
That's right. And even like Poly Jail, if we went into Poly Jail, and of course there are no demons in Poly Jail, and I can't tell you how many people have messaged me and said, "Oh, I experienced a demon." No, you did not. You did not. Absolutely not. We have investigated Poly Jail over, I don't know, 40 times, maybe 40 times. Teresa has done hundreds of hours of research I've helped
Yeah,
her, but she has done
she's a research nut.
90% of it. She can tell you the family members' names. She has pictures of family members of some of the people that was in Poly jail. A J.W. Mann. We actually had his grandson to come out to one of our investigations as our guest. I'm not going to mention his name or anything.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted closure. He didn't know exactly if his grandfather had come back to Poly or whatever. So there was a name that his grandfather called him whenever he was little. And he actually brought a pocket knife of his grandfather's.
I remember you telling me about this story.
We got in JW's cell, which is on the second floor, first cell on the left. Some people say that JW was on the third floor. Now, third floor was the really bad criminals. Second floor was vagrancy. The first floor was a women's center. Women, where they put them. So, but anyway, with that said, we go into the cell, and it took us about 20 minutes or so, and we started getting responses and hits. And then I turned on the spirit box. Another team was actually with us, RIP. And in the coming months, you're going to meet some of those guys. There's two guys, Tim, but Tim and I, and there was his grandson, and there was another investigator in there. It took us about 15 minutes to start getting responses. And then I turned the spirit box on, and I asked JW, your grandson's here. Can you call him by the name that you called him whenever he was little? Because I said, JW, he's needing closure. He needs to know that you're still around watching over him.
Uh-huh.
And probably 5 minutes, there was certain words that came through the spirit box. And then all of a sudden, his grandson just started bawling his eyes out because that name came through just as plain as day. And I'm not going to say the name for his privacy.
No. That's fine.
And it was just amazing to me that took place. And right in front of us, Tim and I both, we were like, wow. And, in fact, I think that other investigator was Teresa. I think she was standing outside in the hallway. But we have, we just were amazed that we were able to close that for him.
Right.
And he went away from there, tears flowing, but smiling from ear to ear.
Because he needed that. He needed that.
Yes, he did. He needed to know what happened. And, but our investigative measures at Poly Jail changes every time we go. We make so many contacts with spirits that's there. My very first time there, it was in November. It was 19 degrees that night. Very first time, Teresa and I was there. We were waiting for the rest of the team. We had kind of a different team then. And I'm upstairs sitting on the second floor, setting up a camera. And it felt like a whole bunch of people just ran up on me. And I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden my head went back. Somebody grabbed, because I had my hair in a partial ponytail, and they just reached up and grabbed my hair and yanked it.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, whoa. I told them, get back, get away from me. And I had to stop, and I had to go outside. I don't scare really easily. That unnerved me. I can't say that I was scared, but I definitely respect that. The fact that they made me aware that they were there. And, all that night, we got all kinds of responses. And of course, that's the first time we'd been there. We were new in that. And so we were still learning names. we were still learning situations.
Mhm,
Teresa was
mhm.
doing research every day, and so even now, when we go back, and you can ask you, Michael can tell you this, we get something different every time we go.
Especially the past 2 times, we've got a lot of activity.
Yes.
Has going to that, Mike? Has anything really messed with you, or I mean, I know you're in the background like me whenever I'm there, but has anything ever messed with you while you're there?
Not really messed with me. The first time I went, we was on the second floor, and I was walking around the outside of the cells, and I think we was putting out cords for the cameras, and I didn't really know nothing about the place at the time, and I started going around the second floor, and I was like,
Mhm.
I smell smoke over here. And Stan said, "Yeah, that's about right." And he told me, he's like, second cell over, or the first cell over there, they had a gentleman. He died in that cell from smoke,
Mm.
and we've been up on I think I can't remember if it was the last time we was there or the time before. We was on the third floor,
Mhm.
and we was doing the Estes method, and you could clearly hear footsteps walking all the way around the second floor on the outside. I mean, just
And
clear as
nobody else is
day.
around you while you're doing that.
Yeah, nobody else everybody else is downstairs in the very bottom. I mean, you could hear it. We were looking out, trying to see down the second floor. Couldn't see nothing.
I
But
think
you could
That's the
hear it
difference
plain as
between
day.
that's the difference between what y'all do with Web Paranormal Group and everything is what you see on movies and TVs is totally different. I mean, Pat can agree to this. When we're watching TV or movies, it's blown out of proportion.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, did you hear that?"
Exactly.
Right. All too like
We just looked at each other like, "Did you see
Yeah.
that or hear that?" Yep, I heard it.
I'm like, that's why I'm like, I know a lot of people watch the paranormal shows, but I'm like, I can't because it's just crazy. I mean, I'm
I
like,
don't
why are
watch
y'all overreacting over something like that? I mean,
I don't
simmer
watch
down.
paranormal TV either. It
I watched a group on TikTok, and it's like every week they have something, and they go right in front of the camera. It looked like a little mist go through it in front of the camera. I'm
Right.
like, I've been behind the camera plenty of times. I ain't never had nothing happen like that. But this happens to them every week. They go on there.
Exactly.
Like, there's
And
no
they
way.
still can't explain what was that.
Yeah.
tell
I
me
saw
something.
that.
Tell me something. How many times can you be possessed, and then the next week come back like there's nothing happened?
All right.
There's certain people out there who can do it, Stan.
I know several demonologists. I know I'm personally friends with several exorcists, and there's no way, you know, um, if you have a spirit to come over you, you can shake it off, that type of thing. But it doesn't happen every time. It doesn't happen in the same manner. It just doesn't happen that way. And of course, all of that stuff is set up for ratings. It's to make all these people
Got to
all
come
these
back for
people
next week. You got to see what happens next week.
right. So
That's
I can't watch it. Now there's some on
If you need a good
Facebook.
laugh, that's when I usually watch it.
that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. Now there's a couple on Facebook that I'm friends with on Facebook. And I'll watch some of their things that they put on Facebook, but most of the time I can't even get through those. Okay. And then I'm not going to say their names or anything because I don't want to give them any
No.
negative publicity or whatever. That's what they do. That's their thing.
Yeah.
That's great. I just don't do it that way.
Yeah.
And so I don't go for the scare factor. And I can't tell you, even at the store, Ben, how many people come in and they find out that I'm a paranormal investigator. Oh, first thing, what's the scariest place you ever been? You ever met a demon? You ever, this and this and this?
You ever
and this?
been possessed?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I can
I
tell you.
I get possessed once a week. It's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. I got clergy on speed dial, okay? But I can tell you from my past, I have dealt with demons and demonic features, um, but not in the paranormal world.
Right.
Okay, and I won't. And we also have private cases that we go to, and we don't put them out there. That is just that, a private case.
Mm-hmm.
Even you know one of our very first private cases,
Project Fear.
we get there,
Project Fear is good.
and the
I think I've heard of
the
it.
chat. Okay, because I don't have anything.
Well, if you go to the second tab, you'll be able to see the chat.
Oh, okay, that works too.
Comments.
comments, right? But
I'm
anyway,
old.
our very first investigation as W.E.B. Paranormal, um, we get there, and the first thing they ask us, what TV show are we going to be on? And I'm like, whichever one you choose, because
Right.
we're not on TV, you're not going to be on TV. Of course,
It's called YouTube.
We have been on TV, but here of late, but it wasn't anything special. We're not all that because we were on TV or anything like that.
Yeah.
But we did it mainly to help Paulie jail, and so. And if anybody's interested, it's Paranormal Mysteries.
Me
Shame.
too, Melissa. Me too.
So, but it was fun to be interviewed and stuff like that. The light, what I call the lighter side of it, and it takes a lot to put together an investigation. And if people get into a group and then all of a sudden they jump in there and just start asking questions, Michael, it's not that easy, is it?
No.
And
that's why y'all see me. I'm standing back until, hey, what do y'all need?
It takes hours just to get ready and set up, and before you can do anything.
There's a lot more wires and cameras that need setting up than anything else.
Right, and we try to make that as easy as possible so it doesn't take away from the investigation itself.
Right.
And so that's why we keep updating our equipment, wireless cameras here, that type of thing. But there's briefing that we have to go through, let everybody know what's going on, that type of thing.
Coffee preparation.
Exactly. That's a very important.
That's the important part.
Yeah, and we do after we get everything set up, and we'll go out of the place, let everything kind of settle down, and then it's according to how many people we have there. We don't flood it in with a whole bunch of people. We'll send 2 or 3 people in and let them do things, and then they come out, and then another group will go in, and then when we get through with everything, we compare notes on that, and see what they had experienced and so on and so forth. And we take it from times previous that we were there and bring that information back. Well, we talked to that spirit because we talked about the same thing 3 investigations ago. And, so it's all kind of documented that way. So, it's fun to go and do. Us as a team, we put things together for that. But our big thing is helping people, helping the spirits, honestly. And
that's why we explain to people. That's why we don't go in there and yell or anything.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were a spirit,
you would want somebody yelling at you?
No.
Yeah, I mean, right. I would get ticked off.
I get upset.
Yeah. And, people tell me, as I said earlier, about the demons and stuff. There's no demons in Poly jail. Okay. There are negative features there. Okay. Don't get me wrong, but they're not demons. Okay. I use this reference sometimes, if Uncle, if the Uncle Abrams or whatever his name dies, if he was a turd when he was here on Earth, he's probably a turd there. So
If not worse.
that's what you're experiencing is he's ticked off, and you just caught him at the wrong time.
You're in
and
his path.
Right, he's letting you know, leave me alone, that type of thing.
I just want to sleep.
Yeah, so
sounds like me.
So they don't automatically get nice whenever they go, and
well, that's laughing at that too.
But and of course I'm not going to get into the religious standpoint right now,
No.
that, and I have opinions on those. I
but like I've explained to people that we don't, what you see on TV is totally different from what you see in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you're worried about, you're going to be on TV about, why don't you? No, we're not worried about being on TV. We're worried about getting these people situated and getting them some help if we can help.
If Aunt Sally or Grandma Sally down the road calls us and said, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't want you to laugh at me. And of course, we will not. We will not laugh at anybody. We always listen. And, if she says, well, my kitchen chair slid across the floor the other night, can y'all come help me? We're going to go and we're going to do our level best to help her. We may do things, of course, we don't automatically assume that it's paranormal.
Right.
We'll take a level. We'll measure the floor, make sure it's not leaning. We'll look at the chair and make, that type of thing.
You'll be looking at every little detail to debunk until it's not able to be debunked.
Right. A door slamming could have caused it to vibrate and move across the floor a little bit, that type of thing. That's the things we go after first. And, if we can't come up with any logical reason why that happened, then we try to recreate it.
Right.
And, and then I'm going to stand there and I'm going to ask whatever spirit, can you move the chair, please?
Yeah.
I always try to be very respectful to the spirits, even when they tick me off. I'm still.
You're still saying
please. Still being respectful.
Right, because again, we try not to leave them in an uproar.
Right.
And they bother these people. They already called us for a reason.
Exactly.
So
we're there to try and calm, or there to calm things down, not to make it worse.
That's right. And of course, Michael being one of our lead investigators, he helps me out a lot on this stuff. Mm-hmm. And Michael's come a long way since the first time that he joined this team. And
I couldn't talk to nobody then.
Right.
I can see it's gotten to you. I can see the color.
It's all gone gray since then.
But Michael is an asset to this team as well. I mean, all of you guys are.
Both come on tonight.
Yeah, all of you guys are just. I mean, of course, you guys are on our team as well, and we can't do this without you guys. And Michael stepping up, kind of helping me because I used to do everything.
Yeah,
and
you still try to.
So now,
yeah, sometimes.
I never could stand still. I was setting up equipment. I was briefing people. I was doing all sorts of stuff. And Teresa grabbed me by the sleeve one day, and she pulled me down and gave me a hug, and she whispered in my ear, "You got to stop this and let somebody else help you.
Slow down, or something will make you slow down."
Definitely.
Yeah. So, and now the older I'm getting, and the situation that I've moved into this last year, and of course Michael's aware of that as well. But I have to slow down, medically speaking, and I'm going to have to allow people to step in and do things because
that's what we try to be. I mean, we're family. I mean, we try to help everybody out.
That's true. And
I mean, that's the way I was raised. Dad says people how you wanted to be treated.
right.
And
I'm the world's worst for trying to take over every situation and make it my personal thing. Um, in everything I do, and I have to kind of stop and step back a little bit.
mhm.
And Michael has helped me do that a lot because I can ask Michael, "Hey, Michael, can you go take care of this for me?" And he'll just say, "Yep, I got it."
That's
And
what we're there for.
so, he and I have trained together on things, and he can tell you a lot about the equipment, and things. So, and that, Ben, is some of the things that we're going to be moving you into to help Michael be assistant to Michael.
Oh, wait, raise roof.
That way, you know, I can say, all right, I can call Michael and say, all right, can you guys go set this up? We'll be coming in late. We got to meet with this. We got to meet with that type of thing. And you guys can go set all the equipment up, have everything set. He knows how to set up an investigation.
All you gotta do is just get up, do your thing.
Right, and he can teach you how to do that. And by all means, I'm phone call away if you have a question and Michael can't answer it.
And I've had to do it.
Right, and he will. He will. He'll call me and hey, how about this? And then I'll let him know. And that's just another way he and I work really well together. And
well, that's one reason why me and Patch wanted y'all to come on tonight, because I mean we've known y'all quite a long time. Y'all doing this show now, which, like I said, y'all cover anything under the sun.
Right.
We'll just deal with the movie and pop culture wise. But I'm glad y'all came on tonight and to talk about smoke.
Well, we didn't get to smoke, but
and the Deep South Comic-Con, which we talk to people all the time about it.
Yeah.
We have so many people that are excited about it and that are ready for it.
Exactly.
Well, we're getting ready. So this is another phase of things that my beautiful wife has kind of moved in. She's the one that takes care of the website.
Well, she does a great job.
You notice the suck up there?
She does.
Some ice cream.
We're getting ready to start giving away tickets.
Okay.
Cool.
So I will get with you, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a certain amount. You guys can do some trivia on your show, give them away. I'll show you how to do that. And
we can definitely do that.
Same with us. We're going to give away some. All the shows on our network, the Web Radio Network, we're going to give away some. Mm-hmm. And on All Access, we're going to be giving them some to give away, that type of thing. So we try to support our vendors, and we get some people some free tickets. They're going to bring somebody.
Exactly.
And that's just going to help our vendors even more. And
it really is. The more foot traffic we have, the more customers all of our vendors will have.
Exactly. And
Enterprise, they're a bigger place, and they do a lot more with the community than Ozark.
They really do.
The military.
They're really going to bring in a lot more people. I expect a lot more people this year at the con than the past 2 years.
It's going to be a lot busier. We better get ready.
I hope so. We lowered the ticket prices.
Oh, yeah? What are they now?
$10 at the door.
Okay.
Oh.
And they go online. They can get them cheaper. I think they're $8.
Now, is this include? Are you having any VIP packages or anything?
Yeah, we're going to have some. And Ben, I don't remember how much they are right now.
That's fine.
You're good. You're good.
So I'll get Teresa.
We just wanted to bring y'all on here to talk about it. Teresa, I hear birds.
Teresa said, I hear birds.
It's her birds.
Snakes.
Yeah, they were asleep. Okay, I've got chicks in here in the studio, and they're coming out tomorrow. They're old enough to cool snaps going by.
For right now.
Sounds like nature.
But like I said, I mean, I know it's over an hour already, but I just want to appreciate Mr. Stan, Big Red Mike. I appreciate y'all coming on my second show tonight, or our second show.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here.
I just sit here.
I'll come back on and talk about movies, games anytime.
Well, I may take you up on that because, like I said, we got a few people lined up down the road. We got somebody coming in for video games. I'm working on somebody to bring in for Dungeons and Dragons. And
Oh, yeah.
Here,
my
y'all
boss played
can,
in
y'all can
Culp
give
and
me
asked
y'all's
if we knew
input on
about the
this.
Alabama Ghostbusters.
My boss.
Yeah.
Yes, she knows a couple.
She was following us.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Her
But
boss.
the guest we got coming on, I'm pretty sure it's March 4th. I met this guy a couple years ago at Deep South Paracomic Con. He's good from the South. He's not from the South, but he is from the South because how he says goodbye for one. One of them, I'm just gonna say bye. An hour later, he's still talking.
Yep.
Big time.
I know who you're talking about already.
Like I said, I'm gonna just name a few things what this gentleman's been on. I'm going by phone, so y'all bear with me. He's been in movies as Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4, and 6, People Under the Stairs, The Lost Boys, Return of the Living Dead 2, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and Predator 2. I'm talking about, his name's William Perry. He is just a nice guy. I've talked to him.
Awesome.
He's one of I know why the reason he has a 30-minute goodbye. But he's a very good, nice gentleman. He's going to be coming on here and talking about some of his projects and everything he's done. And he has a couple books written. He's going to talk about those too. Do y'all have anything y'all like to say about Mr. Perry about we got coming on?
Don't he have a movie or something about a movie coming up?
He's in, I think, a couple of movies.
Well, he's got a screenplay.
Screenplay, that's what it was.
Yeah. And next year, I think we're going to try to bring him back
that'd be awesome.
to the con. We'll have to book him early enough to bring him back.
Right.
That's going to have to be
right.
I think I'll try to put something in his speak something in his ear when he's on our show.
Yeah.
Well, Teresa's already spoke with him, and I mean, you can do that. That's fine. He, you know, I used to talk to him 2 or 3 times a week, or text him, and he'll text me and that type of thing. I know he's gotten busy and stuff, but you know, he has been killed by Freddy Krueger more than anybody, there ever was. So, and he told me that. We were in Dothan, taking him out to eat and stuff, and we're kind of showing him some Southern hospitality. And we were at CB's restaurant.
Fried catfish and grits.
Yep. And we were at CB's restaurant, and the
that's a good place to eat.
The cashier, I told her, I said, this guy here, Krueger, and we were talking about the movie, and he says, well, actually, I've been killed more times by Freddy Krueger than anybody alive. And and then we explained to her what was going on. So
I remember that story, him telling me that too.
Yeah. Here comes all these people over there wanting autographs.
Right.
And I told him, charge $25 an autograph. Right here, you make you some traveling money. Said, no,
some pocket change to go home with.
Some more money by catfish and grits.
That's about it. I remember talking to him. He's like, all he's talked about is the catfish and cheese grits.
I bet when he got home, I bet he had a stomach ache. All this Southern food.
I'm sure he ate
that much.
Yeah, well, it's not that he ate that much. It was the type of stuff, you know. If it had grease in it, I think he ate it. But you know, and he's from California, lives in L.A., and he's not quite used to eating the way
Southern hospitality.
Right, used to Southern hospitality.
Right,
Southern fried.
Right now, you know something. That part. When we first talked to him about bringing him in, and he was making a joke about, you know, of course, you know, feed me and that type of thing. My wife, she says, okay, we'll bring you some squirrel gravy and grits, or squirrel gravy and biscuits. And Shawana makes a great squirrel and gravy and that type of thing. And then I looked at her, and then the next thing out of her mouth, we can always get you some chitlins. And
oh God.
And then I heard a pause, and he said a chitlin, and then I said, "Yep, chitterlings." And then I explained what that was, and he's like,
God.
"Well, that's nice, but I may have to skip on that." And I'm like,
Definitely.
"Yeah, we want you to be
I
able
would
to
love to
say
have
it."
seen his facial reaction when you explained it to him.
So it was amazing, and you know, we kept telling him all these horror stories about what we're gonna have there and stuff like that. So, but you know, Bill's a great guy. He absolutely is one of the best souls you'll ever want to meet.
Yeah.
And so having him as so I can call him one of my friends is just a blessing to me.
Bringing chitlins. Ew.
And you know, um, it's just an amazing thing. And some of the guests that we're going to be bringing in this year, they're the same way. Robert Mukes, he said that he would eat chitlins. He ate them back home.
No, I'm good.
And,
You can have my portion then.
Yeah, he can have both of my portions because I usually get doubles on everything, but he can have both of mine. But
only triples on ice cream, right? Mint chocolate chip.
Right, mint chocolate chip. So Ben, you don't work on Saturday, do you?
And cupcakes.
And cupcake, yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, that is a good thing. I do not work on Chitlin Day at the store.
Oh my God! Back when I worked,
I do not miss
on the
that.
weekends. No, when I worked on the weekends, you couldn't stay in the meat department hardly for the smell of those things.
When she worked in the deli, she hated it.
It was just phenomenal.
My stomach was churning.
Mine's churning just thinking about it.
Well, when I have to walk past my aisle, there's one sign that I see every morning. Clean chitlins for what was it? What's that sign on that door in the frozen food? Something clean chitlins. I'm like, I'm good.
I think they're hand cleaned or something, whatever they are. But it's
I don't
in
know,
bags.
No,
yeah, we sell them, and I'm not knocking anybody if that's what they want to eat. That's that's great. But I'm just not gonna eat it. Okay, no, and it smells terrible. I'm gonna call it for what it is. It smells like crap.
I'd have to come home, change out of those clothes, and get a shower and scrub.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm off on Saturdays there.
The same way with this thing called hog maws. You know what that is?
Is that what you told me about in the parking lot the other day?
It's a scalded pork stomach.
Nope, that's not it then. I was thinking about the egg.
Oh, balut?
Yeah.
Balut eggs? Oh, I'm going to have some balut eggs,
No, I'm good.
I can.
Mike's with me. No.
I literally.
Very good delicacy, though.
I literally. I could.
Y'all can have them.
If I had 1,000 balut eggs, I could literally sell them all.
Ugh, not to me.
And there's some place that Teresa goes and gets her nails done and that type of thing in Bonifay. The guy said he'll buy everything I got. You incubate that egg for 17 days, no more. Then you take it out and refrigerate it. And then he will buy it, and then they take it and cook it and eat it just like that. Now, I've eaten a balut egg years ago whenever I was in Japan and Okinawa.
They eat the crazy stuff over there, though.
You know something? Yeah. We were talking earlier about intoxication. Okay. I was so intoxicated that thing, I really didn't taste it. I remember eating it, but I really couldn't taste it. And the little short lady standing in front of me, good, right? It's good. Again,
everything tastes good right now.
Right.
Yeah. It just didn't set with me later. It was kind of nasty. But so
did it come out the same color?
I don't remember.
You probably doesn't want to remember.
It had some bad aftertaste, them belches, that type of thing. And yeah. But anyway, I could sell all them. Long story short, I could sell all them. But
Well, as long as you make one and bring it to Mr. Bill, if y'all get him on the next
we
con.
need to get him. We need to get him some of that Sir Stroman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what that is, don't you?
I'm good.
All you gotta do is just pop the top on that thing.
No, we need some more of those wrapped sausages like we got last time.
Oh, the little sausage dog things. Those were good.
Oh, you're talking about the pretzel dogs?
Yeah. Get them. Yeah. Get me addicted, and now you can't find them no more.
Well, I can get them, but they're $10 a box.
I don't care. They're good. But on this note, I'm getting hungry now. So I just want to say thank y'all for coming on here and speaking to the people, talking to us, and getting people ready for the con we got coming up in August 8th and 9th.
Right.
That's right.
August 8th and 9th.
Center in Enterprise, Alabama.
That's right.
And, just follow us on Facebook. You'll find the links on our Facebook, all of our Facebook pages.
Exactly. We all got it somewhere.
There we go. Right there. Bam. We have so much more going on this year, a little bit less than last year, but we'll update everybody on that coming up in the very near future. Kettle corn. You just won me over there right there. I already got kettle corn. But yeah. Mr. Stan, Big Mike, I appreciate y'all coming on the show with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Explaining what we do in Web Paranormal, and y'all show Smoke and the Paracomic Con, and I'm sure y'all be back. We'll talk about more.
Stop by and see us Wednesday night at 7:00.
That's right.
Wednesday night, 7:00.
Same Smoke. Bat channel, same bat, everything.
I don't know about the bat thing. I mean, come on now.
Okay,
that's cursing saying Batman.
That's right. He's your immortal.
That's cursing now.
Same Superman channel. Okay.
There you go. That'll work.
But yeah, you guys come listen to us. We're gonna go down a deep rabbit hole. We're gonna have Blaine rowing with us. The man is a plethora of knowledge when it comes to that and the paranormal. So yeah,
and
you'll come hang out with us. And what now?
And a funny guy.
And a funny guy. I thought you said a funky guy.
What was bad? I wouldn't have him any other way. Is that wrong?
What's that?
I said I wouldn't have him any other way. Is that wrong?
No.
Oh no.
We'll have to bring in some sweet tea.
That's right, sweet tea.
That part.
Blaine is now he can't have sweet tea.
Oh.
He can have some unsweet tea.
Well, now he wants it the sweetener. I told him I would bring him some Milo's unsweet sweet tea. It's,
okay.
The substitute.
You're talking about
the red top.
The red or the yellow tops?
I don't know. I'm colorblind.
Yellow top.
The lemon.
Yes.
Well, it just has an alternative sweet.
Splenda
is a good alternative.
Yeah. So we're gonna load him up with that, and of course Keith. I have to get him Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we remember about the Diet Mountain Dew.
And he's bringing his wife, so she drinks Diet Coke, and we get to meet her.
One right there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic thing. We get to meet his wife, and a lady that can put up with Keith.
Exactly. And can't wait to hear her stories.
That's right. But no, Keith is just a great guy, and but. He's one of, like I said, one of my best friends, and he's helped me so much. And just being able to sit down and talk to him about some of his stuff is just amazing.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to come see Keith, they need to come see Keith. It's not want. They need to come see Keith and sit down and ask him to tell them some of his stories.
Exactly.
And,
he'll be glad to tell you.
That's right. His work with the Booth brothers and just all sorts of things. And the man traveled with the Kentucky Headhunters.
Oh, sweet.
That played bass for him.
So, like I said, this is another guy that when y'all come to Deep South Paracomic Con,
please come.
Y'all need to make y'all way to this gentleman's booth
table booth, whatever you want to call it.
And Ben, you need to try to get you got to play Jason again. I just forgot his name.
James Stokes.
James Stokes.
You got to get
That's
him
what
on.
I'm going to get on you about. That's what I'm going to get on you about. He made me a promise last year that he was going to take a picture with me in his uniform while we were in our uniform.
He was hot, man. I'm telling you.
And you're the only one I know that got a picture of him with his uniform on. I'm like,
and I had to get it when he was coming in from out of the main area because he was so hot.
Yeah, he said
if you're going to get it, you better get it now.
I remember that.
I got a picture with him. I mean, me and Pat both got a picture with him. He's a very, very nice guy, very down to earth.
Yep. He really is.
I want to try and get him on here soon too. So
you need to get him while he's in his suit, and you guys have your packs on. Be Ghostbusters versus Jason Voorhees.
We'll make a movie out of it.
We'll find some way to do it.
And of course, I don't want to leave him out. The Redneck Raja, he's coming back.
Oh yeah, Jayden Patel's coming back.
Yeah. He's a good buddy.
He's a trip.
And one more, and I think we will let this go, or if not, we'll do a Southern goodbye. This gentleman right here, the first time I saw him at the con, it kind of tripped me out what he was wearing. But this dude, Austin Light from American Demon Comics.
Love Austin. He is amazing.
He is a very nice guy, and he does some great work with this comic book company. I keep wanting to get one, but
every time we don't have the money.
Or we're too busy running around chasing after ghosts.
I seen him out of costume last year. I went to ask him a question, and I was like, man, it's the first time I've seen you without a costume on. I didn't recognize him at first.
He's so different out of his costume and everything.
The first time I told him bye that first year, he was leaving in regular street clothes, but he still had his face paint on. That tripped me out.
But it's just the fact that he's so great at coming up with these different characters and looking the part.
Yeah, Austin is a great guy.
He is.
I'm
gonna try and get him on here soon.
Good deal. Yeah, he's a good guest, and he's been doing some paranormal investigating. Ask him about that.
Oh wow,
cool.
That'll be another question I'm gonna have to ask him now.
Absolutely, yeah. He just not too long ago came off of an investigation.
Oh wow.
So we've been trying to put one together that he could go on. Just hadn't been able to make it happen. But
we just got so much stuff going on in different parts of the area. It's just unreal to actually get together and mingle.
Yep, absolutely. But it's coming.
That's what I love about the Paracon. It's a giant family reunion.
That it is.
It is.
I love every bit of it.
Yep, absolutely. Also, I want to let everybody know tomorrow night, Michael and I are going to be on the Darker Side of the Moon here on the network.
That is with Miss Debbie, right?
No, that's with the Fox family.
That's with the Fox family. Okay.
Yeah. Tuesday night, you got Spooky Things with Debbie.
Okay.
We're not going to be on that show. At least not right now.
Not right now.
And then, of course, you've got Explaining the Unexplainable Tuesday after Spooky Things with Mercedes Lucky Benedict and Bishop Joshua Sparks. And then in March, Bishop Joshua is going to come and we're going to do our Vatican show.
That's one of those.
He's just had some issues. But we've got some interesting shows coming up for Smoke. Smoke covers everything, not necessarily paranormal or whatever. We're going to go down some.
Just look at the image behind Mike. That's what they talk about.
Right.
Stuff like
anything and everything.
And toes, especially the toes.
Yep. So
I talk about those toes.
I've got a couple of guests that's going to be doing the UFOs, if you will. I got some MUFON people that I'm talking to, and there's a whole bunch of avenues we're getting ready to go down.
Or rabbit holes.
We may be doing some Amityville stuff too.
We're going past the rabbit
Well,
hole.
Willis will be watching that too.
So, but yeah, I didn't feel well last night, and of course, Michael, we had some things we had to discuss and stuff like that. So we
I'm glad
decided
y'all are
not to
feeling
do
better
one.
to come here tonight.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm still a little weak and stuff, but that's okay. Had a long day, had a beautiful day with my wife,
That's
and
awesome.
No.
yeah. So any day that I can spend with her, I'm just great. Whether I'm sick or not, I still,
Right.
you know,
Especially when she gives you that honeydew list as soon as you wake up every morning.
she still has it.
She's sitting next door, right next to him.
No, she's in the house. I'm in the studio, but she's watching.
With the chicks.
She's watching.
But no, you know, I couldn't do these things without her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even think about it. So, but
Well, like I said, we appreciate everything y'all done and y'all coming on here and, like I said, welcoming us into the family and everything. And like I said, we're just glad that y'all are able to be here tonight with us and introduce the people to y'all.
well, we appreciate it, don't we, Michael?
Sure do. More people
And the
come
toes.
watch us.
And the toes.
And the toes.
And the toes.
And everybody, remember, come back on Thursday nights and watch Pop Culture Chaos with Ben and Sour Patch.
All right. Every Thursday.
And you don't know who we're going to have showing up.
That's
You
right.
never know who we're gonna have showing up.
Every Thursday. So
Every Thursday.
yeah,
7 o'clock.
it's gonna be fun.
But like I said, guys, once again, we thank y'all for coming on here. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're hitting an hour and 30 minutes.
Awesome.
That ain't
Now,
much.
see, now that's a Southern goodbye. It's an hour and a half.
I know the owner, so it's cool. So
Yeah,
But thank
he
y'all for coming on
he
here.
knows the
Mike,
owner.
Mr. Dan, we appreciate it. And I know we'll be seeing y'all very soon. Toast.
all right. Well, y'all have
Y'all
a
have a
great
good
night.
night. And we'll talk to y'all very soon.
All right.
All right,
Good night,
y'all have
y'all.
a good evening.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.